The four former Minneapolis police officers charged in the death of George Floyd made their second court appearance today. Derek Chauvin faces the most serious charges, including second-degree murder. He appeared in court virtually. The other three officers, each charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder and manslaughter. They all appeared in person. The judge warned the defendants and their attorneys about pre-trial publicity. The next court hearing in the Floyd case is scheduled for September. And a live look at Capitol Hill, where lawmakers held a hearing about protests in the aftermath of George Floyd's killing. The focus on the forceful removal of peaceful protesters near the White House. CBS reporter Natalie Brand at the White House with more.
Even before the officers charged.
At a House hearing, a demonstrator and a journalist described the scene on June 1st when federal officers aggressively cleared peaceful protesters from Lafayette Square near the White House.
They were pushing and running towards us with their shields, and people started to panic. A world of confusion ensued. I could not really understand what was going on.
News cameras caught video of Australian journalists forcibly pushed out.
Covering protests does carry unavoidable risks, but the media's role is essential.
After officers cleared the area that evening ahead of the designated curfew, the president walked over to nearby St. John's Church, where he held up a Bible.
Nowhere does the Bible condone the use of violence against the innocent.
Committee Republicans turned the attention to some violent actions during earlier protests.
I think the court would recognize that there were security issues that were valid for the administration. I think the court would likely say that the original order was lawful.
The hearing on Capitol Hill comes as President Trump is facing new criticism over videos he's retweeted about ongoing protests nationwide. Monday, the president retweeted news footage of a St. Louis, Missouri couple pointing a weapon at peaceful protesters marching by. White power! Sunday, President Trump also retweeted this video where a Trump supporter at a Florida retirement community shouted "White power."
We did not hear that particular phrase when he tweeted out the video.
The White House press secretary emphasized the president's strong stance on law and order after reports of multiple shootings within a protest zone in Seattle. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Civil rights groups have filed a lawsuit against the president and federal officials over the forcible removal of protesters from Lafayette Square on June 1st.